Hi there, my name is Anne-Louise. I'm with Lark Tweed Creative, and today I'm going to show you how to build a navigation with drop-down menus in Kajabi. To start off, I always create a sitemap, and this allows me to really map out where I'm going to place all of my pages and how I want it to look. The thing with Kajabi navigations is if you want the logo to show up in the center, you have to have the same amount of characters on the left and on the right in order for the logo to stay perfectly centered, which can end up being a little bit tricky. Now I'm noticing here I had just written about. Now just to prove my point, I'm going to change that to about us. And this will make sure that this is completely balanced. So we have the home page, the about us, the work with me, the podcast page, the blog, the contact, and the user menu. This represents the logo in the middle. When you click on the logo, it'll take you to the home page. For user experience reasons, I know that not everybody always knows when they're visiting a site that if you click on the logo, it should be taking you back to the home page. And for that reason, I've re-included the home in the menu, in the navigation here, so that people can click back on the home page if they need to, and it's easy to find. These will be the drop downs. So we've got the about us, and within that we will get the about us page and the case study page. And then with the work with me, we'll have the coaching, the programs or courses, the events or retreats, and the store. And then these will be individual direct pages. And we're also including the user menu, which will allow people to log in and to click directly on their courses. So let's go into Kajabi and build this out. Now, as you can see in the website here, we only have the logo at the top. So we'll be building this in real time so that you get to see exactly how this is going to look. So you'll go into custom menus. And so if I go back here, we will be building, okay, so one menu here, a second menu, a third, and then these will be grouped together. So a fourth, and then the user menu is on its own. So we're building 4 menus in the navigation section of Kajabi. So the first one is for the home. So I'm going to call this new, and then home page menu template. So this one will be fairly simple because it doesn't have a drop down. It will just be on its own because it's on the left. So we are going to click on add page. We are going to capitalize because we want it to be shown as capitalized in the actual navigation menu bar. So if you were to write it out with lowercase, then that's how it's going to show up on your menu. So it depends what your preference is. I prefer to make it all caps, but it's totally up to you how you prefer it to show. Okay, we're going to click on home. I'm going to save this, and we're going to create our next menu, which will be this drop-down menu. So this needs to be created as a menu on its own. So it will be called About Us. So new About Us drop-down menu template. So you can name this however you want, whatever is easiest for you to remember and find when you're linking it back up once you're in the website editor. And now for this one, the pages we're adding will be the About Us page and the case study. And the order that you have them in is how you're going to want them to show up in your drop-down in the actual site. So link to the About page. You could also call this, actually I'm going to change it. You could just call this About Me. So it's totally up to you how you want to call it. And then the next page will be, let's just double check, the case study page. Okay, case study, and we will link it. Perfect. So now we are on to the next drop down, which is the menu on its own as well. And we will call it Work With Me. Okay, and we're going to add pages, coaching. Now, you can choose programs or courses depending on, like, if you're offering a membership, maybe that doesn't really fall under courses. So you could call that page programs, and same with the events and retreats. So that page can be used for both. So the events you're offering are maybe online events that don't really have to do with a retreat, then you would want to call it events. If you're doing in-person retreats that are like in destination locations, you might want to call it retreats. So for the purpose of this, I'll be going with coaching, courses, events, and store. Coaching, courses, and 2 more. And the store page. Now you'll notice here you have this option to click this, visible to logged in users only. So if there's certain pages that you have in your menu that you only want it to be accessible to logged in users, this is where you would click this. Otherwise, you can leave that open. Okay, so now we are on to the next part of the menu bar, which is on the left side. So this is actually going to be one menu. So the podcast, the blog, and the contact. New menu left. So let me just double check here. Podcast, blog, contact. Perfect. And so now we have our entire top menu done. So now we need to create the footer menu. And we will call this new footer menu template. And so for what you're going to include in the footer menu, now you could do columns and have each of them, kind of having this top level menu item at the top. But I kind of like to keep it short and streamlined, but also you want to include all of the pages in your footer, because that's typically where, if people are looking for something very specific and they can't find it just from looking at the top at a glance, people have been kind of trained to go look at the footer. So what we're going to include here is all of these pages, everything except for the user menu, and these two kind of labeled, because they're not actual pages, they're just labels for these other pages. So we won't include these. We're just going to include the ones below. So that'll include the home, the about us, case study, coaching, programs, courses, events, and store. So I'll just start off with home, about us, and case study. So you do want to keep the same order as well. So then we're going to do coaching, courses, events, and store. Perfect. And then the last part will be the podcast, the blog, and the contact. Now in the footer, we won't include the user menu, but you have to remember that your navigation is a sticky nav. So as people scroll down, the navigation will follow them. So if they need to get into the user menu, it will still be accessible. This just allows every page to kind of be exposed without being hidden in a dropdown. So now we're going to go back to the website, and we are going to go into the actual menu in the editor of the website. So you're going to want to click on header. Now we've got our logo right here, and so we are going to want to place some items to the left and some items to the right. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So the first one that goes to the left would be the home page menu. So we are going to click just on menu, because this one is just a regular menu, and we are going to select which one we want to connect to. New homepage menu. There we go. That's the one. And we are going to make it left aligned, and we're going to save it. And now it's showing up to the right, and we want it to be on the left. So everything that's to the left of the logo will need to be in this part of the editor above the logo, and that will show up to the left. Now we're seeing that it's really stretching out and pushing the logo to the right. So what you want to make sure is to unclick the stretch block. Once this is unclicked, then it's only taking the space of the word that it carries. So next up, the next part is the About Us dropdown. So in order to do that, we're going to select this little guy here, and we are going to make the text color, we'll make it the brown. Or actually, let's keep it black. We want it to be very legible. And this is the drop-down menu. When you click on it and it opens, it will have a box to kind of show the names, and you want this to be very legible. So the text being black on the lightest color of Bronwyn, but maybe let's create a little bit of a change in opacity by maybe putting it at 70%, and we'll check out what this looks like after. Now, we don't want it to be called drop-down. We want it to be called About Us. So again, if you want it to show as all caps, you got to write it out as all caps. Now, when it says show icon, if you click this, it'll remove the little arrow drop down, which that's totally up to you if you want to remove it. My recommendation is you would want to keep that, because you want to make sure that people understand that it is a drop down menu. And by not including the icon, people might not understand that that's what it does. Now we're going to want to connect it to the correct menu. And here we go. New About Us drop-down menu template. Perfect. Now, do we want to open it in a new tab? I would just keep it in the same tab. People aren't leaving your website. They're staying within the website. If people are leaving the website, I would have this click in a new tab. But for the purposes of this, we want to keep them, we're keeping them in the website anyway, so no need to click that. So we're going to save that. Now, again, it's showing to the right, and we want it on the left. We're going to move it above the logo. So now it's on the left. Okay, and now the next one is another drop-down, the Work With Me drop-down. So I'm going to add another drop-down menu widget. We are going to keep the same colors as we did before. So the lightest color, and I had it at 70% opacity. And now we want this to say Work With Me. We're showing the icon. We're to the left. Now we're going to connect it. So new menu, Work With Me. And now we want it to be, again, on the other side of the logo. So I'm going to move this above. Perfect. Now it's all to the left. Now we can begin adding the elements that we want to the right, which is a lot more simple because none of these have drop downs. So we're just connecting to the left side of the menu, and then we'll add the user menu. So for the left side, we're just going to click Menu. And we're going to select Menu Left. Perfect. And we don't want to stretch the block. As you can see, it really influences how the logo shows up. So make sure you always unclick this. We don't want to click New Tab. Left align or right align is good because we're on the right side. That's fine. And then we're going to go back. And then what we're going to do is we are going to add the user menu, which is a completely different widget. So you just click user menu, and we will make sure that the colors match the other drop-down menus. Okay, and these are the different settings of what it says. So we'll align left here because it does have a drop down, and we want the text, when it drops down, we want that text to be aligned to the left. But for this here, I think we'll keep that aligned to the left as well. So we're just going to save this. Now we can see that the logo is very centered, which is great. So that's perfect. That means there's a right amount of characters on each side to keep that logo right in the center. So if we click on preview, then we can see here we have your entire menu. And if you click on these, you've got your drop down. We can see the opacity. If it's still too dark for you, you can make adjustments. Now, I'm going to correct something here just because you see how all of our menu items are all caps. And then here they're lowercase. So if you like that, you can change that. And then you would just have to go in the navigation section of Kajabi. And instead of making these all caps, you will write them out in lowercase. And that's how you would fix that. But I want the user menu to be in all caps. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to save it. Okay. We're going to preview this again. And now they're all caps. Perfect. And so that is how you create a navigation menu in Kajabi that includes drop-downs. And also this teaches you how to make sure it is centered. You could also have all of these elements be to the right of the logo and have the logo to the left. So if you wanted to do that, I'm going to show you how you would do that. So first of all, and we're doing this in real time, so I'll have to figure out how to do that as well. So we're going to move the logo all the way to the left. So now you see everything is lined up. But let's see how it looks on, well, actually that looks pretty good. So it's pretty simple to do. There is kind of a bigger gap here, and I think it's because we right aligned this part and we left aligned this part. I believe that's the reason, but let's take a look if there's a way to adjust that. The way I would go about doing that is maybe making this menu left aligned as well. It's staying the same. So as long as you don't have your stretch block on, it should show up like this. Now the logo could be a little bit more to the left, so that might be something we need to adjust here. So just click on the logo and left aligned it. Now this has the stretch block. If I remove the stretch block, it does kind of change it a little bit. We want to keep that block on so that it's always to the left and that the menu items stay to the right. We just want it to look clean. And there you go. That is how you would have your menu with the logo to the left and all of the items to the right. Perfect. So now you can see I'm back in the editor and I've reinstated the centered navigation. This is because I want to make sure that I have it centered for this template, but if you can do either or, now that I've showed you how, whatever works better for your layout and your business and your structure. One thing that's important, we want to make sure that we set up the footer menu. So we're going to scroll to the bottom here. And as we can see, the menu isn't showing. So to get to the menu, if you look on the left here in the editor, you're going to click on footer, and your link list is what we're looking for. So we're going to click on that, and we are going to choose the new footer menu we created, which is this one here. And there you go. Now it's showing. So we're going to save it. And let's take a look in the preview. Perfect. So now it's showing all of our pages. So that's it. I hope that you were able to learn a lot from this video and that I was able to answer many of your questions. But if you have more questions, please add them in the comments below. I'm happy to respond and give you additional guidance. Thank you so much.